Hey folks, John with Alternate Arms, your friend in less lethal self-defense. Guys, if you don't know what this is, you haven't been in the less than lethal market for very long, but we're gonna make it even better. Here we go. Now, before we get started on this, guys, I want you guys to notice the board has had some launchers added to it. Yes, yeah. Well, this is at about a third of my personal collection. I'm going to run out of walls, but what can you do, right? You got to do what you got to do. Guys, this is the Pistelle 68. Now, this version, as you guys might notice, I'm going to turn this around and show it to you. This is the NX Works version of the Pistelle 68. Now, I'm going to clear up a couple of misconceptions for you guys right now, all right? When the Gen 2 of the Pistelle 68 came out, there were 3 or 4 different versions that actually came out. They were not all stenciled the same on the side, which means that if you've got the late generation NX Works Pistelle 68, you've got the second gen. It doesn't have to say it. There were some of them that came out with no markings on them, but a little Gen 2 back here on the corner. So, by no means do you ever have to worry about that. And another thing, this is something crazy, but this is the original Mercury Rise Intru Buster. Now, this is a Gen 1. And what I will tell you is that Gen 1s do fire harder than Gen 2s by a little bit, usually 10%, give or take. They do fire harder. And I have a feeling that has to do with the tolerances that were built inside of them. That being said, you guys know that I am not a big modder on this channel. It's not who I am, it's not what I do. But our friends over at Mercury Rise just sent me a new box. And if this does what they're advertising it does, it's insane, it's ridiculously easy, and it's cheap. So, tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna crack this open now. Okay, admittedly guys, when they called me up on this thing and they said it was available, I was a little apprehensive at first, and you know why? You know how I feel about jewel ratings, about lethality, about the fact that we do not want to create lethal launchers out of non-lethal or less lethal launchers, because we're going to create a whole issue for ourselves, and we don't want to do that. Besides, the ultimate goal is to not kill a human being if you don't have to. So yeah. All right, let's crack this open here. Move. Okay. Going to Stumpy, make sure he's got this, and he does. All right, we got some paper. I got a shipping label. Let's see here. Oh, okay. This is a 12-inch barrel for the Pistelle 68. A 12-inch barrel. 12-inch barrel, which means that more barrel, the air stays behind the round longer and gives you more velocity just by doing that. So, this upgrade alone will increase the velocity of the Pistelle 68. But wait, there's more. This is an adapter to adapt the Pistelle 68 and change it quite simply from a standard 12-gram CO2 to this. This is a 3,000 PSI, 13 cubic inch tank. Now, what they don't tell you, you know what, we'll wait till the end, because there's even something else you can do with this, but we'll get there. Tell you what I want to do. Let's get the mod going. Now, you know that the Gen 2 Pistelles are hitting 42 to 46 joules on average, right? That's where they're going to be at. Oh, by the way, I think I'll change it up today. So instead of firing Glenn's Smasher rounds, we're going to go with AR Tacticals rounds on this one, and we'll see what we can actually get out of it. So, yeah. All right. Now, the mod on this, guys, this is really hard. It's really hard. You ready? Okay, here we go. We're going to unscrew the barrel. Now, wait, I know what you're thinking. That's too hard. I can't do that. But you can do it. Go slow. It's real hard. So, as you guys can see, that is the standard size barrel. This is the extended barrel. I've been wanting to see this for a long time. By the way, yes, I did harp on Modern Combat Sports to send me out some extended barrels, because they've got some too. But for some reason, I just never quite got them. So I'm glad these are here. Look at the difference here, guys. I mean, seriously, look at that. That's the difference in the length of the barrel that you get afterwards. I mean, that's insane, right? It really is. All right, so to put this in, once again, an incredibly complicated procedure. Slide it in and thread it. Oh, that was hard. I feel like James Bond, like for real. Okay, now granted, you're not gonna carry this in your carry because it would go down your leg and you'd walk like a peg leg, but there you go. Now the next part here, guys, it involves removing this back plate, okay? Now they do, I think I saw in the box an Allen key, but I don't know if that's the Allen key that actually fits this. Let me see if it is. If it is, cool, and if it isn't, that's fine too. No, too small, so that doesn't fit it. But I think I know what that does fit, so we'll get to that. But for us, we are going to use, let's see what size that is. All right, bigger than an 8. My guess is it's probably, let's see what that is. There it is. Okay, so guys, this is a 5/32, okay? 5/32 Allen key. So we're going to unscrew this back panel. And hopefully I can keep this in focus for you and Stumpy to see. That's what we're gonna shoot for. All right, unscrew this. All right, once that comes all the way out, there we go. Now, guys, listen, the threads on these are very, very small, and you do not, when you're threading or dethreading this, you do not want to cross-thread it, all right? So we're going to pull out the original valve, all right? And as you can see, we've got our assembly right there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our, oh, this is cool, dude. Oh, look at that. It's got like a, I wonder if that's what that Allen key is for. Check it out, guys. That's a retaining ring. Ah, that's what that's for. Okay, I know exactly where that's going to go too. So we're going to unscrew that and take it off real quick. All right, now if you compare the two of these guys, you can see the difference between the two of them, okay? And basically it's volume and the fact that you can attach something to the back there. That's what we're shooting at. All right, put this in right there. Now you're going to want to push down and twist it, but listen, don't cross thread this thing, all right? So what I usually will do, guys, is put it down and go backwards until you hear a click, and we hear it right there, and then go forwards. There you go. Now you know you're not cross-threaded. Now, you want to go, this is important, guys. You want to go until you feel it stop, right? Okay, so right there we felt it stop. Now, pull the trigger, hear it click, then continue screwing it in. There you go. Now you don't have to use any tools for this, guys. There you go, just till it stops right there, then let go of the trigger. All right, now, see, trigger's nice and free. Next step is we're going to put on this little retainer ring. Now, they have, as you can see, guys, it kind of fits down over the top there and right there. They have this like specific, they have a video on their YouTube channel right now of the exact measurement of Newton force to install this retainer, but I can't imagine. I think they did that because they don't want anybody over tightening it. It's like at least 2.5 Newton meters or something like that. So basically, guys, I'd say snug and a quarter. That's about 2.5 Newton meters. So yep, snug and a quarter. Now, there you go, our modified. Now the fun part. The tank that I have does not have an on-off switch. So, a lot like some of the PCP rifles out there that do not actually have a pressure release, when this is threaded on, the launcher is going to pressurize. The only way to depressurize is to unthread it, okay, and then you'll lose some air, then it'll stop. But you can actually get tanks here that have got an on-off switch on the regulator right there to turn it off. So that's what I would suggest doing. But on that note, remember what I was telling you about something else you can do? Look at this. Now, any air shop or airsoft place in the world has got these things, guys. What this is you'll notice it's the same size as that, right? Exact same size. But on this, on the backside, you can thread in an 88-gram CO2 cartridge. That's really cool. All right, so if you don't have this and you don't have a compressor and you can't charge it up, you get this and you can buy 88-gram CO2 cartridges to use on your Pistelle. That's really cool. Now, the last thing you want to do is you've got to make absolutely sure that you've got your CO2 cap installed in there. And we've got that right here. So this is your standard charging plug and CO2 cap. As you can see, we're going to put that in there. Just put it in there till it's snug, just like you normally would. You do this because when you insert this bottle, it's going to pressurize this system. So if that cap isn't there, it's just going to blow out everywhere. All right, here we go. We're going to take it, and I'm going to try to show Stumpy this, guys. Sorry about the confusion there. There we go. All right, screwing this down, and we're waiting for it to click. I want to hear it click. That's what we're listening for. I'll put it right here so we can hear it together. Hear that? That just clicked. Now, as you can see, we've got a little over 2,000 pounds of pressure in there currently on that gauge. There you go. And it should be right now ready to fire. I'm just gonna pull it one time. I'm just gonna pull it one time. So let's see what we actually get.
What the f was that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, that was the mod. That is the mod you were hearing on this thing. Guys.
I thought the freaking tank blew up.
He thought the tank blew up. Okay, so you've heard me, God, my ears are still ringing. You have heard me on the channel say that it's loud. That's loud. All right, here's what I don't want to waste any time. I gotta know. We're gonna load this thing up with the AR tactical rounds, and we're gonna go out here and we're gonna see what kind of chrono readings we get out of it. And then we're gonna see if we can put a couple of holes through Luke's cover. I know he loves when I do that, but you know, you're gonna have Swiss cheese cover by the time I'm done. We're going through your wood cover. I need to print a much denser Scully for that. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we go. As you can see, we're set up here. I've got the chrono set right here. Let's see if we can get a good chrono reading. You know, I am, this thing is always fighting with me, but I'm gonna do my best for you. So hold on just one second here. And these are, by the way, AR Tactical, yes, I'm running your rounds, yes. Okay, here we go. We're gonna see what we get out of it. Oh, this holds like a carbine now, oh my gosh. All right, let's see what we get. 393, 391, 396, 390, 407, 390, and out. Now, that was awesome. We'll get you to the chrono readings, or excuse me, the actual readings on how much that is in just a minute. But we saw a max of 407. What do we got?
61 joules.
61 joules, boys and girls, which makes me wonder. Hey, Luke, grab him and come with me here. So, I did something kind of interesting on this, guys. I want to show you. And by the way, that entire time we used less than, oh my gosh, like less than 300 pounds of pressure. So, you guys have seen us blow holes through cover before, correct? Well, what I did is, if you'll look at that closely, Luke, can you see what I've done there?
Oh, I see.
I have two pieces of cover separated by a board. So the question is, can we, from 10 to 15 feet away, our normal 3 to 5 meters, put holes through two boards instead of one? Now, the next person that comes to me and says, "Oh, but you're shooting particle board." Some people are not going to be satisfied unless you shoot the side of a battleship, so let's go with two pieces. All right, here we go. And guys, I'm going to go fast here, all right? Here we go. That's kinetic energy.
Oh.
The kinetic energy knocked it completely down.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Wow.
Wow. So, yes, look guys.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Penetration, penetration, penetration. And then I think I hit I think I may have hit the stand. I'm not sure what knocked it down. But yeah. That's kinetic. You talk about kinetic energy. What happens when one of these things hits the human body, right? That is kinetic energy. You just saw transfer. So it's not a small thing hitting you like a hammer in a tiny spot. That actually put some force down off of a cheap mod. Back in the studio. All right, look. That was really cool. I mean, you guys cannot deny how cool that was. And the mod is that simple. No breaking it down, no tearing it apart, no pulling out pieces, no making things work that were not intentionally made to work that way. It's all bolt-on. Barrel, extension. Now, without an on-off switch, in order to depressurize the launcher, you simply turn it. Now watch. Hear that? And that depressurizes the launcher. Now, that entire time when we fired, by the way, Luke and I fired at least another 20 rounds out there. It's just way too fun. We went through 1,000 pounds of pressure in that entire time. So that turns the most powerful, less than lethal out of the box into a machine, dude. I mean, an absolute machine. I am going to have links for this stuff down there in the description. Guys, they're great. I mean, that was, I've never seen anything quite that easy and certainly not that like functional out of the box. I mean, I'm not a modder. You guys know that. I don't do this stuff. So this is really cool. Now, this I'm going to revisit. This is that 88 gram CO2 adapter, which means that you could screw an 88 gram CO2 on there, but obviously unlike a bottle, you can't just release it and have this reseal. If you did that with an 88 gram, you're just going to blow all your CO2 everywhere. But the difference is between 1,100 pounds per pressure and about 800 pounds per pressure. So you're not going to lose a whole lot, and it's really cheap and easy if you don't want to have a compressor or have to charge these things up. So we will revisit this also at some point here in the near future. Guys, I hope you like that. I hope you like that. Was awesome. I am never ceased to be amazed by that launcher. In fact, I like this so much. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that tank on. I'm not going to thread it all the way. I'm just going to put it on there a few threads like that, and we're going to put it back on the wall just like that. I don't know how I'm going to put it on the wall like that. It may have to move up. Yeah, let's move him up here. See, you guys are part of the action. You're part of the family. You're seeing it all live. There we go. So that is the modded Pistelle 68. It doesn't get any easier than that. It really doesn't. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Next video is going to be Paradigm. I want to apologize for taking so long. I had it planned to do today, but guess whose scuba tanks were empty? Yeah, so we had no air. Also, I got a compressor that's coming in next week. We will do a complete review and testing of that thing on the channel. Supposedly it'll fill a scuba tank from like 2,000 up to 4,000 pounds in like 13 minutes, which is insanely good, and they're actually really reasonably priced, so I'll let you know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye-bye.